Okay, this evening or this morning we're going to talk about calculating the pH and the POH.
The definition is pH is how acidic a substance is, and POH is how basic something is.
And as you can see, we put a diagram so that you know from like 0 to all the way to the 14.
Yeah.
The scale, the smaller the number is, more acidic it is, and the bigger the number is, the more basic it is.
So you need to know how to calculate the molarity. The steps are: you first calculate the number of moles in your solute, then you calculate the number of liters in your solution present, and then you divide the number of moles by the liters of the solution, and then there's the equation.
To calculate the pH, you have to find the molarity, and then you just plug the molarity into this equation, which I don't know if anybody knows what a log is, but that's just what you plug it into.
It's on your calculator.
Yeah. And examples of a pH.
A solution has a hydrogen ion concentration of 1 × 10 to the negative second molarity. What is the pH of this solution?
So you just plug it in.
You just plug it in.
Well, in other equations or problems, you might have to find the molarity, but since we just give it to you, just plug it in. That's all you have to do.
And then it's 2.
And then another example would be a solution has a molarity of 3.1 times 10 to the negative 4th molarity. What is the pH? And then you just plug that number in there. And the answer is 3.51, but because of sig figs, it would be 3.5. And I don't know the units for a pH, if it even has units, so it's just a number.
Okay, so POH is, you have to find the pH, or the pH is already given to you, so then it's just pH plus POH equals 14. And you have to use 14 because that's the total or the top of the scale, and you will always use 14.
An example of POH is a solution has a pH of 10.3. What is the POH of the solution? So you have POH plus 10.3 equals 14. So then you would just subtract
10.3,
and then it gives you 3.70.
Sometimes it doesn't get them. Okay. Another example of POH. Find the POH of a solution if the pH has a molarity of 9.5 times 10 to the negative 10th molarity. So this one, it's giving you the molarity, so you have to find the pH, so then you just plug it in, then you have your pH, and then you do the pH plus POH equals 14, and then you subtract, and you get 4.98. And then because of sig figs, it would be 5.0.
And now that you know how to calculate those, you can tell how acidic something is or how basic it is. Thank you.